Good morning, guys. Okay, so hopefully this is our last virtual day ever. So I am gonna just go over this. It's like 4 pages, 3 pages maybe. It should not take us long at all. So we are starting a new topic depending on the grades of test scores. We may use some time tomorrow to correct those for extra points back. But I'm working on getting those graded now, so we'll just play it by ear. But for right now, we are going to start on page 81 in our workbook. It's topic 4, and it's Introduction to Polynomial Functions. Okay? Now, you have seen these for years, okay? Combining like terms is how we're going to start out, and then we'll build our way up. So, right here it says, you will continue to work with functions in this course as you add new functions and learn about more functions. All right, so remember, we have learned linear, quadratic, and exponential. Begin thinking about something you do every day. We breathe every day, okay? What function might model the volume of air in your lungs as you breathe? So right now, I want you to take a big breath. So inhale and then exhale. Okay? Now watch what happens when I play this graph. Every time we inhale, our parabola goes up. When we exhale, it goes down. When we go up, we inhale. And we exhale. We inhale. And then we exhale. All right, it says, as Olivia inhales, the volume of air in her lungs increase. So if you look from here to here, then here to here, and then here to here, Olivia is inhaling, okay? Now, when she exhales, it goes down, okay? So, just sketch that graph for me on number 1. All right, now if we look at number 2, it says, explain how transformations, so taking it back to topic 3, of other parent functions you have studied earlier in this course or in a prior course might not be the best function to model Olivia's 5-second breathing cycle. Okay, so we all know that y equals x is linear. Okay, we all know that y equals x squared is quadratic. And we all know that y equals b to the x is exponential. Okay, so think of the characteristics. So let me go back here and let's look. All right, we're going to start with linear. Any way that I move this line, does it ever get that slight curve in it? No. We are trying to get a somewhat line that looks like this. So on linear, I just want you to draw me a straight line. All right, we know that this right here would not work because this right here is not linear, okay? Now, for the second one, part B on number 2, we went to x squared. All right, if we flip it over, we can kind of sort of get that curve. So, let's write for quadratic, all right, so quadratic, let's look at it, and we see that it can be symmetric. And then the last one we look at is exponential. And if you look at exponential, you'll see that it always increases or it's always decreasing. So that cannot really fit the graph of the breathing cycle. So our best option here would be quadratic. So just make note, breathing cycle would best be quadratic, okay? Now, if you flip over to number 3, it asks you to write a scenario. So I don't really want you to write a scenario. I just want you to sketch the graph of what each one will look like. So obviously this one right here, it tells us it's linear. So you can sketch me a linear graph. Pay attention to your slope if it's positive or negative. Here we have quadratic. Notice that there's a negative sign, so that quadratic is going to be pointing down. The ends will be pointing down. And exponential, you know what exponential looks like. Nike sign, so sketch that graph for me. The last page is combining like terms. So let's go through this really quick because you should know this. All right, so let's look at the x squareds first. Here's an x squared and here's an x squared. All right, so we've got 3x squared minus x squared. All right, then we have a 2x minus a 5x. Then we have a negative 3xy and a positive 5xy. And then we have a 2y squared. So simplify, 3 minus 2 is 2x squared. 2x minus 5x is negative 3x. When you simplify these, you get positive 2xy, and then this one is left the same. So if we put that all together, 2x squared minus 3x plus 2xy plus 2y squared. All right, on the next one, remember we have to distribute to both sides. So we've got 3x minus 4x squared minus 2x minus 10x plus 6. Combine like terms and we get negative 6x squared minus 7x plus 6. And then on the last one, or the last two, I know you know how to do this, so let's use the box method. So x minus 3, x plus 4. Same thing here. 2x plus 5, 3x minus 1. Multiply on the inside, then add on the outside, okay? Combine everything. Same thing here. And that's it. Okay. So get this done. We'll start SAS 2 tomorrow, or we will redo our test and correct those. Have a good day.